If you want to learn how to connect GA4 to BigQuery so that your data from Google Analytics 4 or GA4 can start to flow directly into BigQuery, then this video is for you. But before we dive into the video, please make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and also hit the bell icon so that you never miss any new videos from me. So if you're ready, let's dive in. This is the interface for Google Analytics 4 or GA4, the new version of free. Those who are not familiar with Google Analytics 4 should check out my video and training on Google Analytics 4. This tool is evolving, and as it continues to evolve, I will bring more videos to bring the changes that are happening in this tool. Go to the admin panel, and within the admin panel, in Google Analytics 4, you will see that there are only two sections, account and property. Within property, there is an option for linking to BigQuery. Click on it. In this interface right here, you can link to a BigQuery project. So in BigQuery, you have to have a project. So as you can see, I have several projects here. Then you can add data sets as I've added here. So first is, I'm going to go back here. So first you need a BigQuery project. In the BigQuery project, this Google Analytics 4 is going to send the data to. It'll create a data set for you, so you don't have to worry about it. Here is where you can start to link BigQuery. So click on link, and then you have to pick a BigQuery project. So you need to have a BigQuery project ready before you can do this. If I click on choose a BigQuery project, it gives me all the projects that I have. So I'm going to cancel this, and I'm going to show you step by step. So let me go to BigQuery. Right here, I can create a new project. I already have these projects available. In BigQuery, create a new project, and I'm going to call it live training project. And rest, I can leave it as it is, no organization, don't need it, optional, and create it. Now I've got a new project. It's creating it right now. As you can see, it takes, now it's ready. I'm going to select this project, and I'm now in live training project. I go back to my Google Analytics. Let me see if it refreshed or not. It didn't. So what I'm going to do is refresh and see if it picks it up now. Yep. So live training project is now available for me to choose. So I'm going to pick this. So what this is telling is, hey, take the data from this Google Analytics property that I just linked to and send the data to my project in BigQuery. So you have a live training project that I created. Definitely you'll give a better name that aligns with your business site objective, whatever you're trying to do. Once you do that, then you confirm, and now your linking is done. However, it's not completely done. Next, you need to configure what kind of data streams you have. You only have one data stream, which is just coming from website. The more data streams you have, you can pick those. And then you have to pick the frequency of this data. Do you want the events as they're coming in? So if you are familiar with Google Analytics 4, everything is an event. Page view is an event. Action, scrolling by users is an event. Button clicks are events. Anything that user is doing or the browser is doing can be tracked as an event. So you can send the data in real time by clicking streaming. So by doing this, every second, within few seconds, its data is going in BigQuery. And by doing a daily dump, I'm also taking a full export of data once a day. If you check both these options, then you'll see streaming in real time for today, but then at the end of the day, you'll get a full daily dump. If you only pick daily right there, that means it's only going to take the data at the end of the day and then put it in your BigQuery. If you only pick streaming, then only real-time data is going there. So Tushar has a question here. Does BigQuery store only event level data? Can have session level? Yes, session, everything. So again, you have to understand how Google Analytics 4 works. Google Analytics 4 is event-based. That means everything is an event, but there are attributes of those events and users. Those are tracked. So when an event happened, let's say it's a click happened, then what was the session ID? What was the user ID? What was the page this happened? Where did the user come from, etc. Everything is tied to that event. So every event has bunch of parameters and values. And I'll show you that in BigQuery. It's pretty interesting on how this is changing and how they are tracking. It's simplified in some ways, but also complicated because now you have to think about what do you want to track, how do you want to track, and how do you want to query and think about reports. So I'm going to pick both of these options. How many days of data can it store? That depends on you. Again, a great question. You can store as much data as you want. You have to pay for BigQuery. BigQuery is free to a limit. That means you can store up to a certain amount. And that also is covered in another video that I created on BigQuery cost, free tiers, etc. So that's also available on my channel. But there is a small cost associated with storage and querying. So watch that video. If you still have questions, I'm here. I'll be happy to answer them. But you can store for years if you want. So then you click on next and you have to submit. Now, at this point, it's still not connected. The linking is done, it's still not connected. What you need to do is also have an API created. To enable the APIs, go to cloud.google.com and then click on Go to Console. That'll take you to console.cloud.google.com. Once you're in this interface, click on API and Services and click on Dashboard. In this screen, you'll get an option to enable APIs and Services. Click on it and search for BigQuery API. Once you find it, click on it. Right now, you'll see that APIs are enabled for me. You might see an option to enable those APIs in your screen. If it's there, go ahead and click on that button to enable the APIs. Now click on Manage and click on Credentials. This is where you need to add a service account. So click on Create Credentials and Service Account. You need to make sure that you are in the right project on this screen because there is a part of this service account ID that uses the project name. So if you are in the wrong project, then the service account will be created for that particular project. If you're just starting out, then you should be fine because that's the only project that you will have. This is where you enter this special email address. So make sure to note down this email address because you will need to enter as is. Once that's done, you can also provide a description of this service if you would like, or you can leave it empty. I'm going to enter a description, GA4 plus BigQuery integration. Once it's done, go ahead and click on Create. And that's all you need. Go ahead and click on Done. Now your service account is added and all your settings are done. At this point, your data will start. At this point, you are done with all the setup steps. Now your data from Google Analytics 4 will start to flow into BigQuery. In some cases, it might take a few hours before the data starts to show up in BigQuery. So don't be alarmed if you don't see the data right away. Right, so now your APIs are ready. Then you go to BigQuery and your data will start to flow. Right now, as you'll notice, the data is not there. But once the data starts to flow, you'll see something like this: new project and analytics data, and Optizen test and analytics data. In these two scenarios, what I did is in this one, I only said real-time stream, not the daily stream. So you don't see a daily stream right here. In this one, you have the daily streams as well. So I've got for 1021, and I've got for 1020. So that's it. That's how you connect Google Analytics 4 or GA4 to BigQuery. There is a lot more to Google Analytics 4 and BigQuery that's covered at Optizent Academy. So if you want to become an expert, go deeper and learn everything that you can do with Google Analytics 4 and BigQuery, then make sure to visit Optizent Academy. That's where I will take you deeper into these subjects as well as other analytics processes and tools. I hope to see you at Optizent Academy. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel so that I can keep bringing you more videos like this. Thank you.